I'm a senior research policy advisor at Ghent University. Essentially, what we do is focus on societal impact as a policy area, research, information management, and research communication. I think I have played quite a big role in how researchers now are incentivized and rewarded to do societal impact. So creating new ways of assessment, for instance, new ways of looking at promotion and tenure of researchers. It looks at things like platforms and partnerships that we set up. For instance, the introduction of a university museum where we can actually interact with the citizens of our great city of Ghent. And then the final thing is investing in people actually supporting and advising our researchers on impact. But another thing that I'm quite proud of is the knowledge brokers that we've introduced. So we're now rolling out these new consortia in Ghent University, each with their own knowledge broker, their research coordinator, and they're in charge of the impact pathways for that consortium. They really make a difference, something that we as a central department cannot do. We have decentralized and actually empowered research groups to take impact into their own hands and really get them through the science and tell them that you want your science to make a change, and that change, if you do it through being very open, thinking about open access, open data, working with stakeholders, co-creation, public engagement, these are the ways to really make a difference. I think the main challenges that we face is a lack of political interest sometimes, and not just leadership within our own university. The strange thing is that everyone agrees on the fact that we've got a responsibility, a social responsibility as a university, but when it then comes down to really the funding or the policies driving impact, that's another thing altogether. But also the political will in our country, where they are all talking about the economic return on investment of universities, but not really taking into account the social impact. A lot of our researchers have been trained and grew up in a system of counting beans. And so all of a sudden we come in with we're going to do assessment in a qualitative way, narratives, case studies. We want to know what you really do with stakeholders, and it startles them. So it's a lot about advocacy, finding ambassadors, and trying to sell the idea of caring about societal impact as well. I hope that this next generation of researchers will take things into their own hands a bit more. What I see often is I see a lot of will to have a different way of life within academia, but then actually doing something about it and organizing themselves and just being rebellious about it, that seems to be forgotten.